I have to go with Paul Scholes. And I love Stevie G, but I have to go with Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes was just ahead in his head. He was making them tick. He was making Man United tick. Every time we were playing them, we needed to find a way to stop him.
More respect for him, Stephen, more respect, but Paul Scholes is my favorite one.
Yeah? Why?
I love it. I think he had everything. But the other two, come on, Frank and Steven Gerrard changed this. But Paul Scholes is my favorite.
Yeah, look, when you're a kid, I think we all wish and dream. I'm sure you do. Everyone does wish and dreams are going to play for Man United. I certainly do, but you never really think it's going to happen. And then you go in as full-time at 16, 17, 18, and then it prepares you for it, really. It's not as the high as you think it is, really, because you've been in and around players, you've been training all the time, you know what's expected of you. But to play a game, look, I was nervous, don't get me wrong, and I always like to be nervous. I see some players now, we did a Q&A once with Nicky and Ryan. They said they never got nervous before games, and I didn't like that. I wanted to feel a bit nervous. I'm playing for Man United, I'm playing in front of 75,000 or some big away games where you have to win all the time. So I always felt being nervous helped me a little bit, but look, to play for Man United was just a dream. If I'd have just done it one time, I'd have been happy. I'd have been so happy, yeah.
Brian Kidd wanted to bring the two young lads to the game, and he came to the door at the home dressing room and I says, well, where's these two young kids? And they were standing behind them. They were that small, I didn't see them.
The first memories of Scholes were probably when he joined the Centre of Excellence, and he was talented, but at the time he was so thin and so, you didn't really think much of him. You didn't look at him and think, oh, that's going to be the best midfield player in the next 20 years in this country.
You just wanted to do well every day, you wanted to impress the coach, you wanted to try your best every day, and I think every single player that was there wanted to be a footballer.
It's Beckham, in towards Scholes! Fabulous third for Manchester United. They're home and dry. A match they had to win has all but been won.
People put him on the top table, and it's a good question, Ali. I don't know how many people are on the top table, but I'm putting him on like table 2 or table 3 at the.
Not of midfielders. He's on the top table of midfielders.
I'm saying in the world, not in the Premier League, right? So it depends what your definition is.
In the world.
In the world.
Top table.
He's one of the top table of midfielders.
100%. 100%.
How big's that table?
Well,
that's my question.
If you're putting 5 players in it of midfielders,
5 midfielders of all time,
Paul Scholes is
footballers.
In it. Paul Scholes and Gerrard are in it for me.
They're in the top 5.
When I first got into the squad in 2004, like Scholes was just finishing, and I remember obviously playing against Scholes and all that sort of stuff, and I remember seeing him in training, and it's just like the touch, the ping, the short pass, the long, everything. You know, just a complete player. Even with his finishing, Scholes, the amount of goals that he scored, and we speak about the first touch, but like if you look at his goals, some of them bangers as well. Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, his first touch. When I saw him, I thought, yeah, I can see what the hype's about. Lampard, all that lot, but Scholes was the one. Technically, it was just like.
I don't think I've ever had a feeling like it.
Wow.
For days after it. Honestly, it was just so. I was just so excited all the time. I don't think I slept for 3 or 4 days after it because, I'm not saying it weren't down to me. Of course, it weren't down to me. But it was just one goal over 2 games that decided it. And look, it was a little bit of a miss kick. Of course, it was. It was a slice off the outside of my foot. But I knew once I hit it, I could just see it was just going away from the goalkeeper. But it was such an important goal. Really, because as you say, to be special teams at Barcelona, Messi, I remember going up against Messi, what do we do?
dictate the tempo. You know how many times Ferguson was telling us, you are stupid, ignorant, just pass the ball to Scholes. Scholes control the game. And you know, he's the only player. So Alex Ferguson never give a hairdryer. So this is we start with that statement. We play against AS Roma, Champions League. Oh yeah. He had a yellow card. Half time he come. Ferguson, please. Please.
Don't tackle.
You can't tackle. You know you can't tackle.
We know.
Don't tackle. After 10 minutes, Scholes, boom, yellow card sent off. I promise you, John, we lost 2-1 at Roma. Then after we beat them like 7. But we were like more happy to see finally it's gonna get the air dryer than losing the game. Everyone was like, oh my God, Scholes gonna get it.
Yeah.
We arrive in the dressing room. Guys, we should have win the game, blah, blah, blah. It's such a disappointment. And he looks Scholes. I told you can't tackle. Why you do that? Oh, fuck's sake. That's it. We were so disappointed. We were
waiting for the hairdryer.
We were like, come on, John. He can't do us like that.